November 23, 2001. Pleasure, in a bad way, has been on my mind a lot lately. Thinking about doing certain things with guys makes me feel so good, you have no idea. But I know it's wrong, and I'm ashamed because thinking impure is just as bad as being impure in God's book. But can't I just blame it on teenage hormones? May 5th, 2003. I not only need the Lord to help me say no to my desires, but to have Him take them away altogether. Because if I just try to gradually back off from thinking lustfully, I'm only going to let myself down. I admit that seeing shirtless guys gives me lustful, sexual thoughts, so I took down my 2 shirtless magazine clips of Paul Walker. September 23, 2003. I don't know why I let my tempting thoughts flare up like this, but I know I didn't like it. Lord, I don't want to continually think about sex since I'm not going to experience it until my wedding night. I've even had some convictions about my dancing. I dressed punk at the last school dance and hardly shook my butt. October 11, 2003. I've kind of been wanting the guys at work to touch me or flirt with me. What's wrong with me, Lord? I'm ashamed to think so sinfully as your child. For being a Christian, I sure think about sex a lot. My mind's consumed with various sexual thoughts, though I know I can say no to sex when given the chance, so I don't know why I think about it all the time. You know what would be awesome? If my Heath Ledger poster came to life and we'd start making out. October 13, 2004. Lord, I haven't been truly giving my thoughts to you lately, and I've noticed the results. Sex, sex, sex. Guys everywhere with bodies I imagine touching, and young male teachers I daydream about flirting and having affairs with. Filth. Take it all. January 30th, 2005. Pastor Jeff had a really great sermon today about sexual immorality and purity. He used a verse that said we are only supposed to get sexual gratification from our spouse. Otherwise, we're not pure. That made me think about how often I look at attractive guys and hot actors. July 24, 2005. At youth group tonight, I got serious about bouncing my eyes and thoughts from the guys. It's a habit I really want to get into. It didn't help a whole lot that Nate was wearing a muscle shirt, so I barely looked at him at all. I'm ready to live a life of complete sexual integrity, Lord. August 1st, 2005. I hate my sin. I hate how hard it is to eliminate those hints of sexual immorality in my life, or to not even have a hint of sexual immorality. It may sound crazy and impossible, yes, but that's what I'm striving for. I disgust myself, Lord. How can I even look at you? Though I no longer act out anything with guys, my eyes and thoughts are still working on the new habit of bouncing from the sensual. Last night, my eyes and mind stayed a little too long on a guy at youth group, and the results haunted me into sleep. May 30th, 2006. Some kids imagine that their stuffed animals are their own private audience. For me, that stage graduated to believing my posters of boy bands and heartthrobs watch my every move. They see my every action, know my thoughts and emotions, and make me feel desirable when I'm dancing around or pretending to be a rock star. Photographs hold the same effect. The only difference is, these are people I know. I imagine they get to know the real me because they're seeing how I am in private. In person, I would be too self-conscious to open up to these people, fearing their rejection of me. But with the pictures, I can pretend they accept, even like who I really am, that they're even intrigued by me. When I had a guy in my room a couple different times, I imagined that the poster people were gawking, jaws dropped in shame at my behavior. I'm not kidding. I've been ashamed to return to their presence after the boy left in order to avoid those glossy eyes of disappointment. And need I even mention undressing? Not just to pajamas or from outfit to outfit, but when fully stripping down to change into my swimming suit, I felt self-conscious of those two-dimensional musicians seeing my naked body. Wow. I wonder how long it will take me to get used to undressing in front of my husband someday.